Alright guys, what's going on? So, got some totally exciting, and that is, it is the latest Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid expansion pack. This is the Power Rangers Zeo expansion set. So basically, this is going to add the Zeo Power Rangers to the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Now, if you haven't seen, like a few months ago, we unboxed Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Is the latest and so far only Power Rangers tabletop game out there from Renegade. So Renegade Studios, they recently did a second Kickstarter, and basically this Kickstarter was pretty much a pre-order for the next expansion sets. We did go all in, but this video we're going to be looking at the Zeo Pack. And the funny thing is, over here, like, you know, Zeo Ranger Pack, and then like you expect over here to be like, you know, the colors like red, blue, green, pink, and yellow, but instead we got the Ranger names. Like, you know, instead it says like Cat Heller, Rocky DeSantos, Tommy Oliver. Like, it's funny on how exact they had to put the things in here. So we have like the 5 Rangers, and usually Power Ranger like art and poses, and every time they do like shots and everything, it's always like the red that's in the middle, that's always like the most prominent one. Well, it's funny because red is over here off to the side. Like, we get like full view of all the other Rangers except for the Red Ranger. His the one is like kind of cut off. It's like, oh, sorry, leader, we don't have room for you on this box cover. So over here we have our standard obligatory Renegade catalog, so you can see what other games Renegade has. And over here we see Power Rangers, like kind of like the second one on here. Just like I said, this is like more of an ad of like their upcoming or games that they've already been released. Here is our kind of our rule sheet. It's like, you know, it's kind of like almost like a double width bookmark over here. Just lets them know what's in the box, and then like just kind of like just general rules. So now I do have to note, and I forgot to mention this before I unbox it, like the only way you can play this is you have to have the base game. And here we go. Here is our ad for the Heroes of the Grid. This looks like the same exact ad that we saw in the other Heroes of the Grid games. Like, they're only showing the retail stuff. Surprisingly, this has not updated. They have not updated this one to have the Zeo stuff in here yet. So, oh, I guess I did not realize Villain Pack 1 is a retail thing. I thought that was a Kickstarter exclusive. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. Here are our Rangers. And as I was moving the box around, the back here is the tarot cards, just kind of moving around. They didn't actually make enough room over here to put the Zord cards in. So let's go ahead and take a look at our figures. They put tape on the sides. They didn't put tape on the top or bottom, but they put it on the left and right sides. Alright, here's Rocky, Zeo Ranger 3, blue. So, something about the Zeo Rangers I do want to point out is, they have the numbers. Like, you know, there's Zeo Ranger 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The way their symbols on their helmets actually like represent their numbers. So like one is a circle, so there's no corners. Then there are 2 ovals to represent 2, and then 3, 4, and 5 is how many corners are on the shape, because 3 is a triangle, 4 is a rectangle, and 5 is a star. And so, like, you know, the 5 star has like 5 corners. Here's Zeo Ranger 1 Pink. Is actually really cool. Something I really like what they did. First, like, the detail over here, like in that like their collar kind of thing that's like going across their chest, has like this is gonna be this is gonna be like a pain for my wife to paint, but has like a lot of like shiny kind of like detail, like so like really strong detail in there, and they put that all in there, like so like even here you can barely see the Zeo symbol, where the Zeo symbol has all 5 shapes in there. And what I actually really like is that we also have the weapons in their holsters. So they did a really cool job on like doing the detail on these like figures, especially like, you know, they're bigger than your standard minifigures, but still like they're that's still like pretty small area to put this kind of detail on. Here we go. Here's Tommy Oliver, Zeo Ranger 5. Look, really cool pose. Again, the detail. Tanya, Zeo Ranger 2 Yellow. It looks really cool. I really like how they do the nunchucks. I'm sorry, not nunchucks. Power clubs. So, because in international television we couldn't have nunchucks on TV. You know, so like they basically like we never got to see this in Power Rangers, like looking like this at all. Like they hid this so well, so they can air on the international, like in the UK, without too much editing. If you guys didn't know that. And the final one, we got Adam over here, Zeo Ranger 4, green. Really cool. I really like the way they did the hatchets. Really cool. I love the detail. We can't have the figures without their deck over here. So, if you guys have not had a chance to play Power Rangers, here's the grid. The way it works is that each Ranger has 10 cards in their deck, and their deck is actually their life. So when you draw 5 cards, you're already putting your Ranger at like half life. And when you get hit, you draw from your deck. You discard from your deck. So that's the way it works. So there's no actual life counters. Like this thing, like if you keep using up your power, you're also putting yourself in danger as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. Right here we have the pink Zeo Ranger cards. Something I like over here, and this is something I was a little worried. As a huge Power Ranger fan, I was a little worried about this small detail that I knew that was going to bother me and pretty much only me, but they do say Zeo Ranger 1 pink. I was so afraid it was going to say pink Zeo Ranger because this series, they mainly went off their number and not the actual color itself. So, now over here in the corner over here, so Mighty Morphin had the lightning bolt. Hyperforce had another symbol. Over here, Zeo, they have a Z, and it's supposed to stand for Zeo. Now, this is not exactly the Zeo symbol. The game designer did come on and say that since the Zeo symbol is kind of complicated, it would have like really killed their printers, and so that's why they went with a simpler design. Now, me personally, I can't think of a better symbol than a big Z, but this Z kind of looks like Lord Zed to me. But that's my thing. But here we go. We got Catherine's cards over here. Some of them are going to be repeated, and then I know she'll have like one big attack card. Probably this Power Disc is probably her big attack card, especially has the 3 shields. And then like I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure this Power Pod sword is going to be the same for everyone. And over here, what I like is that you can barely see it, but it's the Red Ranger arm. But I like that because some of the other cards, like when I was doing Hyperforce, they showed the Red Ranger, and everyone had the same art for their cards, so it was so confusing for me when I was picking up like the pink Hyperforce Ranger, and she also had a red Ranger card on there. So I like that it's like, it's barely visible that it's Red Ranger, but it is the same. But I like the way they did this. This is like much better than trying to do like where they focus on a Ranger. So we got Tai Chi Strike. So some pretty cool Fire Cloud. She did that one time in the show. Some pretty cool art here for her cards. The yellow Zeo Ranger cards. We got Blow Momentum. Got Chain Combo here. We got the Power Double Clubs, because nowhere in not many people like realize this, but in the show itself, they never said the word nunchucks, and they never really featured the actual they never actually featured her using these weapons like clearly, so you could never actually saw that they were actually nunchucks or not. They always like edited. They sneakily edited out that way. And now, like I said, this famously happened in Ninja Turtles because in the UK, nunchucks were not allowed in kid cartoons or kid shows. So that's why that's why she never called them nunchucks once in the show. Now over here in the art, we see that it's a string. But here in the figure, it's a chain. Now, I believe in the show, and also in O-Ranger, it was also like more of a rope, string kind of thing. But like, I personally like that the figure went with a chain. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. Rocky's first card is Let's Party! Because, you know, Rocky just wants to have fun. We got the Power Axes. Again, the Power Sword. Everyone's gonna have the same art. We like some really cool art. I really like this Power Spin art over here. So alright. This is Blue Rangers cards. Zeo Ranger 4's cards are here. I'm just going to be inconsistent on what I call these Rangers. Sometimes I'm going to be calling them by their real name, sometimes I'm going to be calling them by the number, and sometimes I'm going to be calling them by the color. I'm just going to go so inconsistent because I can. We got some pretty cool art over here. Cross Chop. Now you've done it! That's actually pretty cool. So, what's actually nice over here is that we actually have like cards that are dedicated to Rocky and Adam, mainly because the core set cards for the Heroes of the Grid were mainly for Jason and Zach, but the Kickstarter you could like replace it with Rocky and Adam there, but actually like I do like that these will focus more on their characters. Especially, no one actually replaced these guys during the show. And here we go, we got Zeo Ranger 5. Like here we go. This is a really cool Zeo Battle Sword. I actually really like this art right here. So here we go. We got some really cool. We got some really cool art here. I really like this. I really like this red card. I'm gonna try. I have no idea how to say that word. Riposte? Riposte? I don't know. I'm sorry. I've never seen this word in the existence of my life. I've never seen. Is this even an English word? Let me know. Maybe I'm not educated enough. Lead by example. So cool right there. So these are the Rangers decks. Pretty cool cards right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot size cards. Now, something I am a little kind of bummed about is that, I mean, obviously to fit the figures, they couldn't, but there's no actual, like, slot for these cards. And so, like, when I was picking it up, it was making noise because it was basically back here just kind of fumbling around. I wish, I don't know, I kind of wish like the packaging department could have like made a solution where maybe like in the bottom here could have been a little bit wider, or something like that. Just but But however it got to us, like, you know, that's the most important. That's just a little nitpicky on my end. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now, so just like I know, the back of here, this card, it is the Mighty Morphin Rangers. And also the Zords are going to be the Mighty Morphin Megazord. That's just for consistency. So because the back of all the cards are the Mighty Morphin Rangers. Now, for the characters themselves, it would have been cool if the back was actually their team. But something I do like to do is that I do like to shuffle these cards around and then like pick who I want to do like that way. So at least like there's that option. But like I said, this is for consistency. It's just a little thing. But if you guys are wondering, hey, why is the Mighty Morphin Rangers on the back and not the Zeo Rangers? I mean, we're gonna see that for everything going forward. But here we go. We got Cat Hillard. We got Tanya over here. Got Rocky. Adam Park. And of course, we got Tommy Oliver and some. Yeah, these Rangers have some really cool fun traits I really want to try. I can't wait to try these guys out. But last but not least, let's look at their Zords. So their Zords here is here's Zeo Zord 1. Here's Zeo Zord 2. Here you go, Zeo Zord 3. And here we go, we have the Bull, Zeo Zord 4. And of course we got Tommy Zord, Zeo Zord 5. And when all 5 of these combine, we get the Zeo Megazord. Now I'm not expecting, to be honest, I'm not expecting like each like they make a mini. They're not even minis. They're like the Megazord figure was like huge, but I'm not expecting them to make a figure for each Megazord. But it would have been cool if if this actually came with a Zeo Megazord token, so that way when you summon the Zeo Megazord, you actually had that to represent the Megazord. You know, I still have like the classic Bandai figure, so I'll probably use that to represent the Zord when we summon it. Let's see what this Zord card does. So this is actually a pretty cool one. So when the Zeo 5 Megazord goes in the location, everything on your card costs one energy less. That's actually really helpful, and especially like when you're in that situation when you're running out of energy. So that's actually really cool. So this pack, this for retail, came with these 6 cards. Now, with Kickstarter, they actually added 1 extra card, and this is for Tommy's Red Battle Zord. Now, when they put this in the box, something I want to note, I've been seeing people online's boxes, and it had the Renegade symbol, and it said Power Rangers on real big, and it said like Zeo all new stuff or like that. My box was just a plain brown box. In fact, it came from another company, and I was not sure what it was, especially since I didn't even get a shipping notification. So if you're getting this and if you back this and you get some random box from FedEx, it might be the game. Just letting you guys know, because I had no idea at first. But this is a Kickstarter exclusive. Now, this actually did not come in any of the boxes. It was kind of just laying out there with all the boxes of all of my other boxes. So, but this is if you're playing Zeo Ranger 5, you can actually replace the Zeo Ranger 1, the Zeo Ranger 5 Zord with the Red Battle Zord. And this is just a Zord card. It's not a Megazord card. And then what does this one do? Exhaust this card during any Ranger turn in battle to perform an attack with 3 dice instead of a playing card. So basically, you can save a card and roll and roll three attack dice. So that could be really useful. Let's go ahead and take this thing out. We're gonna add this to the other ones. The funny thing is that this one, like in its own like little protective case, also came with a barcode. I'm guessing Renegade did this for inventory reasons, but here's a card. We'll go ahead and add it with these Zord cards, and we'll definitely do this. And that is everything that's in the Zeo Ranger Pack. Let us know down in the comments below which ones you're most excited for. Let me know let me know if you actually backed this, or if you're planning to pick it up at retail. Let me know reasons why you chose any of those decisions. Let me know if you're excited about the Zeo Rangers. Let me know what your general thoughts are in general. Let me know if you're playing this game. Just let me know what you guys think in general about this pack, and what you're most excited about. Let me also, you know, how you guys feel that there was no villains to go with this. Hopefully in the future we do get a villain pack, like, you know, so we get the Machine Empire, so the Zeo Rangers can go fight them. But most importantly, I'm really hoping for more boards, because so far we have a total of 10 boards, and I would love to add some more locations and more foot soldiers to the mix. The Rangers, there's only so many times the Rangers can fight some putties. I mean, come on, let's say the truth now. All right, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and come back for our next unboxing, as we're going to look into the Tommy Oliver pack. Yes, you heard me right. There is a pack for just one character. Yes, he is the most popular character, but it is just one character. There's no way you can play this without having the base game, because 1, it has no boards. 2, there's no dice. 3, there's no villains. So you do need the base game, but yeah, it's almost like it's almost kind of like, you know, they kind of put like some standard rules on here, even though you really should have that in the base game anyway. So I will say one thing I was a little bummed about is that I was hoping when they were announcing the Zeo Ranger Pack, I was hoping that we would get an expansion more like the Shattered Grid expansion, where like, you know, over that one it had the Hyperforce Rangers, all 5 of those Rangers, and then it also had new villains, new boards, and new minions. And instead, this one is just the Rangers themselves. Like, it would have been cool if you know, we got this, and then like it also came with like the cogs and 2 new boards, so we can add those to it too. Because right now these Zeo Rangers, so far they're only gonna be fighting putties and the Mastodon sentries if you went and got that expansion, and also the Tengu Warriors if you backed in on Kickstarter. So alright, till next time guys, see ya. Like a few months ago we unboxed Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Is the latest, and so far only Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles, sorry. Did way too many Ninja Turtles unboxing, sorry. Alright, here is Rocky, Zeo Ranger 4 Blue. No, that's not, hold on, don't put that one in, that's wrong. Hold on, sorry. Let's go ahead and take it out. Here, so I dropped the card, it's on the floor now. What are you gonna do? But